आज डिस्कशन जाले वंदे मातरम खूबशे विषय कॉलिंग अटेंशन आयले सो आयची
So Vande Mataram is, is a patriotic song, and it's a national song which Government of India recognized. It has deep-rooted history, and it was written by Bankim Chandra from West Bengal, Chattopadhyay. And the first two stanzas which was written was even Rabindranath Tagore put it into music, and he actually sang it at the first Congress, I think in 1896. And therefore it has been kept there as a national song. So it's a moment of pride to know the wordings of the song. And it is Uttara Aikla, it is something connecting with motherland. And sadly, I think that Vande Mataram is the need of the hour, because Goa is crying for its motherland. And you can't make Vande Mataram just a stage show or stand up in a function and sing it if you don't know how to appreciate the meaning of those words. So I think they must not only speak it, but they must also be able to walk the talk.
Okay. Thank you.
सर युनिटी मॉलाचें सुद्दां डिस्कशन जाल्लें ताचेर तुमचे व्ह्यूज द्या.
चोय हांव गेल्लो प्रोटेस्टाक पासून, आनी युनिटी मॉलाचें एक बेसीक फावंडेशनल ऑब्जेक्शन IT पार्क येवपा आशिल्लो पयलो. IT पार्क कित्याक कॅन्सील केलो? फकत हो रिजन. तूं IT पार्क कित्याक म्हणला? कॅचमेंट एरिया थोडे आहा म्हण सायडीन, हेच पासून तुमी कॅन्सील केला. एनवायरमेंट डॅमेज. आतां वर्स चेंज फुडें गेली देखून, सरकार चेंज जाला, मिनिस्टर चेंज जाला, आनी देखून आतां युनिटी मॉल येवपाचो कितले पयशे येत? पयशे येवपाचे म्हणल्यार आमचे गोंयचें डिस्ट्रक्शन करपाचें न्ही. सो आय थिंक दॅट युनिटी मॉल नीड्स टू बी स्क्रॅप्ड.
सर दुसरो एक हायलायट जाला वेडिंग ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन, ताजेर तुमचो कितें पॉयंट ऑफ व्यू?
हांव उलयलां थिंगा, कित्याक सरकार गोंयच्या सरकारान 2024 एक नोटिफिकेशन काडलो, आनी तो नोटिफिकेशन हायकोर्टान पोस्ट केला. हांवें ऑन द फ्लोर ऑफ द हावजाक दाखयलां की एक सेक्शन 52ZA म्हूण आसा तांकां प्रोविजन, आनी थिंगा सांगलां फॉर वेडींग एंड वेडींग फंक्शन्स. सो आतां तुमी पळय, काजराचे आमचे फंक्शन आहात तेन्ना तुमी आमचे क्रिस्तांवांचो रोस म्हूण आसता, मागीर काजार आहात आनी रिसेप्शन आसता. हिंगा संगीतान सगळें आसता, मेहंदी आसता, आनी मागीर लगीन आसा, आनी थोडे रिसेप्शन. रिसेप्शन मे बी सेम डे, समटायम्स रिसेप्शन मे नेक्स्ट, बट इट इज पार्ट ऑफ द एंटायर सिस्टम ऑफ द वेडिंग. थर्ड पार्टी तो जाणा कोणाक पयशे आहा ते 7 दिसाचे काजार करतात पासून. बट इट्स नॉट, आय एम नॉट टॉकिंग टू स्ट्रेच इट टू फार, but at least these main components of a wedding, there's no right for these people to come and try to stop. हे लोक कितें करतात? तुमी काजार लोगीन स्टार्ट जावचे पयलीं रोखडे येतात, धुमकी दितात. ते मागीर बँड भितात, हॉटेल भितात, आनी थोडे फावट पुलीस घेवन येतात पासून, बिकॉज इट्स अ कॉग्निजेबल ऑफेन्स. बट इफ द पुलीस रीड दीस प्रोविजन, just because it's played in a hotel does not mean to say that it become commercial event. It is a wedding, you understand it? It's a reception of a wedding. You can't have a reception in a church. You can't have some temples have receptions by the side because they have a hall, a mandapasa, but every place doesn't have this. So today there are halls which can accommodate and we can have festivities. And if people have it, which is an extension, a continuation of the wedding celebration, it should be allowed. And I think we need to crack down against these people who, according to me, come to demand huge amounts of money. It's not just small amount, barik amount nahi. And Vijayan person on the floor of the house sangla about come 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs, kit fari calculate marriott almond. So what is your rationale? I have also done cases of copyright to Tani Sangha against these people, Novex and PPL. So I know their style of operation. That's why I could speak about it. So I know the law also. So it's not that. They were not even registered society before. Then they registered afterwards, subsequently. They lost the registration in between. They registered and they started coming like vultures now. So therefore I believe, see, legitimately I say, give to Caesar what is due to Caesar. So if there's a tax payable, pay the tax. If there's a fee payable, pay this thing. But don't go like this, like some cowboy, thinking that I can go and get some good mullah from these people, innocent people. Nobody wants to ruin his wedding. Nobody wants to cancel an event. And then to last minute they are camping here. And I don't know what accounting is going on. Let me be honest. There were question marks even earlier about whether the people whose copyrights they are holding are actually being paid the monies of the copyrights. I ask you another question. हांव कोंकणी म्युजिकाचे फंक्शन करता जालें मगे सोपोन फकत कोंकणी काजार करपाचें हांव गोंयकार म्हण आमी कोंकणी सगळें करया तूं केसो कॉपीरायट रायट आहा तुका तूं कोणें कॉपीरायट दिला हेजें समजलो हांव कितें म्हणटा सो दे हॅव कॉपीरायट्स वाय टू आर कमिंग बिकॉज लेट अस से Novex has some copyrights, PPL has another copyright, and there's a third one also which has got third copyright. So if I play the music, a third one, 1 and 2 can't come. Just to play 2 songs, I pay lakhs of rupees. You understand? So these kind of events are excluded, and these are not commercial events.
Yes.
Today, Kimball villagers become aggressive protest. How do you look at this?
Aggression against this BJP government will be rising in the days to come. It's not only Chimbal Mall, Unity Mall is just going to be the starting of the widespread anger which will translate into kicking this government out. This government is supposed to be, any government is supposed to be a government of the people, for the people, by the people. But this government is not for anyone, it's just for themselves. And they want to do things by throwing the people out. So, people's anger is reflected when they have trust in the people whom they voted. If they have trust in the people whom they have sent either to a panchayat, ZP or to an assembly, and that person, I can understand some minor things. I can understand not a mega project. I can understand some individual. Then there can be also cases where somebody, because he's got a neighborhood fight or he's got a boundary dispute, so he wants to fix the neighbor, that's different. But when these are large-scale projects which have cascading effect on the ecology, on the environment, and your demography, and the village, then I think that they have to come forward and support the opposition to this movement, and including they should stand with them.
So what has been done, it was right by the villagers.
What was done means?
What the villagers have taken the law in their hand, so it was right.
See, sometimes in a mob situation, things go out of control. We always would say restraint, and we would never argue by saying that happens. But in mob frenzy, you know, that even in Hyderabad, this mob frenzy between religious groups, one of their own members was sitting in the car, and they burned that car where he got burnt inside. So in mob frenzy, you don't know what happens. I remember reading about a particular case in the United States where it was a colored man versus a white man, you understand me? And they wanted to fix him somehow. And though he was innocent, I'm told that the sheriff or something like that was totally against him because he was from the other group. And finally, when he came to the court, they lynched him to death. And that is what was the thing. In a mob frenzy, you don't know what happens. And that is, it may not be a good thing, but you never know what worse can happen. At least Goans are peace-loving. Goans are peaceful. Perhaps if it had happened anywhere else, we don't know what would have happened. Only God could say.